We are back at it again here with another video with the Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. Here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, fighting to hold support here after dropping for most of the day. And in today's volatility, our SPY buy at 10:10 a.m. sent out a bear indicator, and from that moment forward, outflows crossed the midpoint to the downside, pure weakness down 42 vision, and put options went up 200% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots, and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. So here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, coming down and retesting the 560 level and bouncing off of it. And in today's video, we're going to break down the key levels I would watch going into tomorrow. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity that was mentioned this morning over at the Discord. So the home run day was spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on and receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So the home run day was from our Apple bot. Our Apple bot at 9:45 a.m. sent out a bear indicator, and from that moment forward, outflows crossed the midpoint to the downside, pure weakness there on 42 vision, and put options went up 80% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump into these charts. Here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, doing a full transition from the dip area to the rip area here in the last 2 days. And if this is your first time coming across the channel, this is 42 vision, which allows us to see the dips from the rips to the dips, and where the strength and weakness lies within the charts. And we also use our bull and bear indicators and inflow versus outflow as an extra layer of confirmation, which I'm going to pull up here and you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. So here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, back under a bear indicator, right? It got a bull indicator in the opening here early on in the pre-market, and it canceled out that bear indicator from Friday at the 561 level, and it actually went ahead and quickly got canceled. Right here, you have a bear indicator popping up at 562.77. It came up here to retest newer highs here since the point of reversal from down here on August 8th at around the 514 level, and hitting lows a few days before that at 508. This is some of the highest levels that we've seen coming to retest the all-time highs and the 52-week high of the SPY up here near 565. Sharp rejection, but it's trying to hold up here. And if we go ahead and zoom out and look at this from the 1 hour, we could see in the bigger picture a bear indicator popping up as well. Now, to complete a full transition here from the rip area to the dip area, the next bars, if the weakness continues, would be Y-Wave red borders, as you see right here. And it would need to find support. Not guaranteed to hit Y-Wave red borders because it could find support here and quickly reverse back up and cancel out that bear indicator. And that's what I'm going to be watching here going into tomorrow and the pre-market. Now, if we take a look at here, the QQQ is under a bear indicator as well at 480, and it's done a full transition. Definitely something to not ignore, and fighting to hold support at a key level down here at the 475 area. And then you have Tesla, same thing, under a bear indicator at 219.50, full transition and key support levels down here near 210 to 212. And Apple, it has had a volatile day, right? Up and down, but back under a bull indicator. Definitely something to watch going into tomorrow. And then you have Netflix in this tight consolidation between 680 and 689 and under a bull indicator, trying to hold up. This could start a staircase effect going into tomorrow. Very interesting here how these stocks are setting up. Now, the SPY, if we zoom in and look at this from the 15-minute, we could see a full transition from the rip area at the open to multiple dip areas and trying to form a double bottom, right? As you could see it, and almost a triple in the after hours. So I will be watching here if inflows can follow to justify any move to the upside and possibly cancel out this bear indicator from up here at the 563 area. Now, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflows and break down the key levels I'd watch going into tomorrow. Here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, with outflows crossing over into the open, right? It tried to hold itself up, and just a few hours after and minutes, it started to bring itself down and cross. And the rest of the day, outflows dominated, and we could see why even on these pops, the weakness continued, right? Now it's trying to level off here, and it's at negative 2.6 and bouncing back up to negative 1.8 in the after hours, right? And it's turned green on the 30-minute. It's going to be crucial for it to cross over to signify and justify any move to the upside. Now, here on the 1 hour, we could see here the outflows dropping, and once they crossed over, it was towards the end of the day on that second drop when it tried coming back up to 561 all the way down to 559. And even though it's green, outflows are dominating here and sitting at negative 0.88. Something to not ignore is that it's green. It's trying to hold itself up above 560, and I will be watching if these inflows can go ahead and pick up. Now, in the volatility of the 15-minute, we could see here how things quickly dropped in the first half, and in the second half and in the after hours, it tried popping back above, and there's a slight divergence here, right? It got back above the midpoint while the stock was falling. The stock is going back up while it's sitting flat, and going into tomorrow's pre-market and trading day, it's going to be crucial and critical here for these inflows to cross over to justify and retest key resistance levels. Now, if these outflows continue to the downside, it could quickly start to reflect that weakness into these charts and roll it over even further into the 30-minute and 1 hour. And the first support I'll be watching is 559. Then below that is 557. And then I'll be watching the 555 area. So those are the key levels I'll be watching to the downside. To the upside, it's going to be crucial and critical for inflows to cross over and actually start to reflect that strength into the charts, retest key resistance levels, and roll it over into the 30-minute to make it cross as well. And the first resistance is 562. Then above that is the 563 area. I'll be watching that tight range. And if both of those get broken through, then comes the 565 level. So these are the key levels I'll be watching to the upside and to the downside. The bull and bear indicators are going to be crucial, and the inflow versus outflows, I would not ignore them as they're fighting here to stay leveled and start picking up on the 30-minute. We also have the 1 hour sitting green and leveled as well, really close to the midpoint, and the 15-minute fighting there really close to justify this move so far. These inflows will need to follow, and it could possibly retest and continue to touch other resistance levels. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.